What's that now? Don't like the cold? Can't stay in today. We have a ritual to perform, you and I. Here. Wear this. It belonged to my daughter. Good. Today, I speak your name, girl. But will the
Yo,
goddess
nerds,
speak it
what's up?
back?
It's Ninja Dad here, coming at you today with start of our new series, the Horizon series. Yeah, this is a classic, and we're going to start it off with Zero Dawn, where it starts.
Normally, it would be the mother who
Well,
declares.
first off,
If you had one,
looking at Rost here,
the whole village would
probably my
attend,
favourite
and
character in
matriarchs
the
would perform
whole
ritual.
series.
But
Doesn't have a huge
we are outcasts.
part time-wise,
Even so,
but
we keep the
his
tribe's
impact
rituals.
is
Otherwise,
felt
we
over
might
the whole
become like
game.
the faithless old ones who turned their backs on the goddess.
Contrary to some of the other games we've
Doomed them.
done our videos on,
To us,
the tutorials in this are actually really good.
beasts of air,
So
water, earth,
you can just do a lot of the tutorial missions and yeah, find your way that way quite nicely. The introduction here, absolutely fantastic. You get to see a whole bunch of these different machines that you're going to end up taking down, like the Thunderjaw there.
It is one thing to hunt a beast.
And there's a really good start to this, where you just go along, basically
and respect
complete
their power.
a few introductory missions, they're basically tutorial type things, and go from there.
High Matriarch Tirsa. What is she doing here? Does she mean to forbid the ritual?
No, off your knees. It's nearly time. And yes, you may speak to me.
You came to bless the naming,
Have not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you?
but we are outcasts.
You by choice, and she, well... I am a High Matriarch, Rost. I bless whom I choose.
Then you honor us.
Yes, now go, and be ready to declare. Go!
Yep, definitely kids need dads, and
Oh, Mother, this child needs a name by which
it would
to
be
know
absolutely
her.
fantastic
That
to
your
have a dad
love
like
may warm
Rost.
her life
I just
as the
gotta say.
rising sun warms all the earth. Speak her name!
In the series, you find that his daughter and wife were killed, and he went off and hunted down the enemy, killed them all, and
so
chose
her
to
name
exile
is
himself because of that.
blessed.
The
Stop this at once!
matriarchs,
What have
and
you
a little
done?
bit of redemption, I guess.
I bless the
These ones
naming of a
here,
child.
they bicker and squabble amongst
Call
each
that
other quite a
cursed
bit.
child.
Shows a bit of
What did she tell
other
you
things,
about
I
his
guess.
birth, outcast?
But
Answer!
they give
Only
him
what
this
you
girl,
asked.
To raise it, yes.
and
He said nothing of love.
it leads him, I guess, to a little path of redemption.
Blessing its name
But
like it was
he's a man of honour,
one of the tribe.
and
And to you,
yeah, you got to respect that. And as you can see,
here. And wherever you go,
that little baby, he loves her, and he's going to do anything to protect her. And in my opinion, that's what being a dad's all about. Yeah. Yep, the game definitely builds good emotion around a lot of different things. Yeah, so here we're going to set up and go for start the new game, and we're going to do it on very hard for this run. Ultra hard is not recommended on new game. You definitely want to start that one if you're going to do ultra hard on the new game plus, and that's probably what we're going to do. But yeah, you get to see other bits and pieces here. She was basically treated as an outcast. And to be perfectly honest, it's, in my opinion, all down to Rost, how she turned out as, quote, normal, as she did. Because anytime you, like, psychologically abuse kids like this, it usually ends up fucking them up in some way. And
Well done. That's a good
yeah,
boy.
I think Ross did an absolutely fantastic job raising a girl who, in spite of all this bullshit, turned out
She's
alright.
an outcast, to be shunned. There. Oh, come on.
Rost! Down here! Rost! Rost! He won't hear me. Some kind of cave? What's that?
Yep, so Aloy takes a tumble, you go for a little wander through a cave, and she finds a little
Shiny there.
focus that changes the gameplay completely from being a normal person to being, well, quite an upgraded hunter. Gives you the ability to scan your enemies, and if all the stuff around you. Basically, yeah, changes the way you can interact with the environment. Makes it a far more interactive game style.
Lights. Everywhere. How does he do this? He found me. Ross found me.
Oh, Mother be praised. Come, girl. Take my hand. You don't belong down there. Come.
Once again, Rost,
Places are
in his
forbidden.
infinite wisdom, realizes he's got a, well, a willful child on his hands. And
Did you find it down there?
adjusts, I guess, his parenting style to account for a smart kid who
Such things are dangerous.
No!
can be a little resistant, I guess, to the norms. And yeah, it's very cool. So he starts out training her, I guess, and then you get this little montage, and
If you're gonna go sneaking away from home,
suddenly 10 years have gone by and Aloy's gone from 6 to 16 and ready to face the world.
But starting tomorrow, you will learn to hunt.
Lips. Seal your lips.
Every now and again, you get these little clips where Aloy gets to choose how she reacts to things. This is Bast, and I'm pretty sure that stands for bastard. He's a little shit. But, yep, you can see here that Aloy's got choices to make. She can be a little more conflictorial, she can think out the box for different things, or she can act on emotion and how she truly feels. Most of the time I throw at the little prick's head, but yeah, just for this one we'll just knock the stone out of his hand.
Children, away from there. Back to picking berries.
Alright, so back on track. Montage basically culminates here, where she leaps across this as a girl and rolls up, well, an older girl. And there you've got your start. Your childhood basically is over up to this point. And once again, you've got Rost in the background, always there to protect her, just like a good dad should. Letting her make her own way. Right, so now let's jump forward a bit, and you're looking at the quests. These are, you should do all the quests you can in the Embrace, and around doing all the bits and pieces as fast as you can. Buy the weapons from the trader, was his name Cast or something. Get as many weapons as you can from him and do all the tutorials that you can. So you can see there that I've done those ones, but there's more to do. Just get them all started, and the more weapons you can get, the more ammo pouches you can upgrade. And whilst you're in the Embrace, you really want to be able to flesh all of your carrying capabilities out as much as you possibly can. Right, so as you can see, different weapons, and then you got 4 different slots, and on the remastered thing you got a few different weapons you get to start with, like the Banuk culling bow, which is pretty good, and the Kaja mighty bow, and getting Nora Valiant as an armor system to start with. All helps. Chuck it on. You're going to need it on very hard. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me there. Yep. And collecting food is quite a big thing in this game, and this is one of those interesting games where pretty much all the food you get to collect is animal based, which I think is pretty damn cool. You end up going back down the cave. I recommend you do that because there's actually a power cell down there for the Ancient Armory quest, and once you pick it up, the quest comes up. You really want to get all of those bits and pieces because the Ancient Armory quest gives you the Shield Weaver outfit, which is actually really, really cool. Alright, so moving on. My old coach, Charlie, bless his heart, may he rest in peace, he always used to say something along the lines of, there is more ways to kill a cat than choking it with melted butter. And as you can see here, you get to do a lot of different things to take enemies down, and there's more than one way to do it, and you got to figure out your style, I guess. And you can see here things change. You got to be adaptable and be able to work on the fly a lot in this game, because you'll see here that I ran away and triggered him to be curious and come and check it out, and because he did that, he's changed his path, and where I put my bombs, he goes, yeah, I'm going to go walk somewhere else now. And of course, those little traps that I set for him won't mean anything if he's on his other path. So yeah, what is it? You can all plans go out the window basically when you enter conflict. So yep, got to think on the fly. And my way of getting rid of that was running past the bombs, those little traps, so that he was like, let me follow you. Oh, that was a bad mistake. But yeah, fighting these corrupted dudes, that was quite ahead of where I probably should have gone. So there's more than one way to kill a cat than choking it with melted butter. You also get these
chance to test their skills.
What do I get for completing
hunting lodge places where you can go and
As well as marks,
do these different challenges, and
Here, we
you
offer
definitely
tools
want to
What kind of tools?
complete each one at the Blazing Sun level.
It's about using
For different weapons, you get the hunting lodge weapons when you get to Meridian. You can go and see the chickie there at the desk and pick them all up. But yeah, the first one's in the Embrace. Moving along, we've got our tool necks. You have a couple of cool things with the tool necks. One, it's kind of like climbing a tower.
Okay, time to climb up to its head.
It's a map reveal, so you get to climb on up. If you ever get lost on your way up and not sure where to go, just flick on your little focus. It goes, yep, there it is, and up you go. So yep, you get up there, you override it,
I know. I wouldn't want to be poked
and
in
you
the
get your
head
map reveal, which is really critical in this game to be able to know where all the bits and pieces are. It's really helpful. And as you can see, the map opens up, revealing a whole lot more terrain. And you get a skill point. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, here we see all the clouds disappearing. So yay! Shows off things like the cauldron, the bandit camps, where a whole lot of different monsters, well, not monsters, machines are, and a few other bits and pieces that you can go and collect. Alright, so that's that. Yep, back to Devil's Thirst. Let's go. Alright, so the other cool thing that you get from the tool necks is if you've got machines around you, when you rappel down, it triggers this effect and takes everything in the area out. Big electrical discharge, wipes everything out, and you can use that if you've got shitty creatures around you that you want to take out. Stealth is a big thing in this game, and hiding in the tall grass and using that to your advantage as much as possible is, well, it's a smarter way to play, in my opinion.
done now. To override these machines, I'll have to find out where they came from.
Yeah, okay. So, if you think you've got enough blaze, you don't. If you think you've got enough, particularly of the fatty meat, you don't. Make as many of the potions as you possibly can to keep you alive. And some of the later weapons, you're going to hose through some of your consumables like blaze super quick. You've really got to consider that, and quite often you'll end up farming. Grazers are really good. If you've got like a tear blast arrow, you can basically shove that straight out their butt and blow the blaze canisters off. You've also got override here for the animals. My preferred ones are these broadheads. Combat wise, they're a little better than the striders. And the chargers. The chargers are pretty good, but the broadheads, well, they're next level, especially against snapmaws. So if you're fighting a harder creature or a harder machine, like a snapmaw or something like that, quite often it's really beneficial to have an overridden animal machine next to you. That way they can back you up if things don't entirely go your way. So here you can see all the different mods. Every now and again you get some really good ones, like these purple ones. You got the green, then blue, then purple, and later on you get some, I guess, legendary type coils. Once again, you've got different options. This is a bandit camp, and this option is, I don't have the leader strike at the moment, so I can't take the leader out, but because he walks to here, I can make him walk into a TFN, a total freaking nightmare. Yeah, these things don't always go your way, and God, I would recommend taking out that bloody alarm.
Still looking.
I really would, because you can see what will happen here when you don't. But luring guys with rocks, yep, that's not a silly idea. Bring them to where you want, take them out. There is a lure call. I don't usually activate that until much later, because there's much higher priorities in the queue, I guess, for your different skills. Now, as you can see, he didn't trigger that, so I was like, alright, well, buggy it, I'll trigger it. Done. So yeah, once again, more ways of killing a cat than choking it with melted butter.
She went that way.
Fire!
Can't see her. Help is coming. Get ready.
There's blood on the throne because of Gerard, but Avad is trying to wash it clean.
Trouble. That's all there is in Banuk lands.
I
Don't
heard
let
you
your
talking
guard
about trouble in Banuk lands.
down. Was that out loud? Ears must be getting worn down from all those long leg blasts. But you heard right. I'm fresh back from the cut, looking for better scavenging and better shards.
I guess you didn't find them up there?
Not with the Banuk wailing about new machines and talking spirits and their purses frozen shut. What's a trade route without trade? It's just a route.
New machines? and
Okay,
talking
so
spirits?
this is the guy that
Interesting.
gives you the
Thought as much just looking at you.
the
Say
Banuk
you
quest, I
weren't warned.
guess, so that you
There's a
can
slip of
do
a trail through
the
northeastern
Frozen
mountains.
Wilds
That's what we call the Grave Horde.
DLC.
You won't miss it.
Uh,
You'll find what passes for a town
I
on
don't
the other
recommend
side.
you do that
Maybe
quest
someone there could talk you out of it.
for quite a while.
Maybe not.
I would, at the very minimum, get to Meridian and buy some better weapons there. Personally, I probably wouldn't go to the Frozen Wilds section until I've beaten Redmore, the Thunderjaw, and the Hunting Lodge you're going to want to upgrade as much of your gear as possible, and has killed as many, particularly things like Thunderjaws, as possible to get some better mods for your weapons. And upgrading here, you can see I've bought a number of weapons. The Tripcaster, that Tripcaster is bloody fantastic. It's a lifesaver. The Shadow Sling is another really good one, but it's I need the crystal braiding, which usually means Thunderjaws. But the Tripcaster there saves your ass time and time again in this game. That blast tripwire is bloody fantastic on wiping out those crab ones and sawtooths and bellowbacks and yeah, all of the shittier ones. So as you can see here too, this is me facing Snapmaws, and you'll probably see off to the right I've got my little broadhead stationed just in case they decide to come and attack me on the land. But yep, big bada boom. Taking out the blaze canisters on the Snapmaws is it's a real good way of doing it. So the first hit hits the shield around it, the second hit usually, oh, there you go, boom. So that Snapmaw's just about toast on, you know, only a couple of hits, which is totally different to normally how you face Snapmaws. It makes it a lot easier. Yep, and there's my little broadhead sitting there just waiting, just for when he needs to save my ass. And of course, the purple, once again, you want to get them from wherever you can. They're the ones that you want to be chucking in your weapons wherever you can. In saying that, there are some other really good, even green ones that can have 2 or 3 different things on them, and some of them are really beneficial. You can see here in the quests you can create your own little quests for upgrading your bits and pieces. I would upgrade all of that gear as much as possible, and the Embrace is actually probably one of the best places to do that. So you can see here I'm looking for a raccoon. Just find what you need, collect it. The expert carver there, that makes the chances of the better bits and pieces dropping a lot higher, so you really want to get that. I should have got it earlier, but I didn't. I got the Tinker one, so that I can pull my mods out of my bits and pieces and change them around. I think that's, well, it's quite a priority for me, being able to adjust your gear on the fly to account for different things in the game. But yeah, you can see you can just upgrade them. Yeah, get an option, as you can see there, to create a job or craft it. So you can just create the job, and just go from there. Boom. You can activate it to be the #1 quest or not. And as you can see there, I've got a bunch of ones that I need to fill out to flesh my gear out. And you get to see all the bits and pieces there that you need to do it. Yep. Makes it easier if you know exactly what it is you're looking for. It helps. I've got a few bits and pieces in the fish line there to collect. So, yep. Fishing with a bow at the Embrace makes it a lot easier. Got my little fishing thing here. This is how I do it. Tagging animals is always handy, particularly fish. Helps you find them. This is a really, really good place to do your fishing. One, there's quite a few, I guess, spawn in here, and 2, when you kill them, they all float basically to one side, which makes it nice and easy to harvest and collect all the gear. That concentration makes it a lot easier to hit your targets. And as you can see, there's another fish swimming there, so more have spawned in. Better tag them and carry on. Just like that. So yeah, this is a really good way of getting either gear to sell or bits and pieces to upgrade your weapons and armor. Well, in this game it's more upgrading the pouches. That's the key here. You can see here I didn't shoot that one because it's in deeper water and it was down further, and I'm much less likely to hit it until it comes close to the surface. So you just gotta do the best you can. As long as you know that you're not likely to hit it when it's down lower, then you can adjust accordingly and either wait or prompt it to come up a bit. Rock throw. And you can see him coming into the shallows now. You can see him. He's a good target. Boom. Yeah, and then you can just go and collect all your shit. As you can see, they're quietly just floating across to the other side. So yeah, nice and easy place to get it all done. So that's your bones and your skins from your fish sorted.
I'll shake it out later.
You can often get talismans here too, but nice and easy. Alright, moving on. Sawtooths. Sawtooths, if you've been playing the tutorials and doing your weapons tutorials, sawtooths are weak to fire. And the reason why I'm changing my position from where I fired is because they're likely to come to where I fired from. And I don't want to attack him there because the other one will get me. And I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to take it down and kill it. So I'm like, no, I'll wait. I'll wait. Let them bugger off back inside again and reset the board. Ready for next round. Yeah. Right. That one will absolutely get killed in the next round. He probably won't even make it out the gate. So let's set up to weaken the other one. Blast wires, absolutely fantastic. They're really good for setting a trap, but that's not all they're good for, as you'll see. Yep, trigger that one. And there he goes. Boom. Yep, that's him down. Didn't even get out there, and he's going to come out and trigger the traps. Oh, triggered my trap. Yep. Bang. Now, when they fall down, like this, I could see that a critical strike's not going to kill him. I thought I was going to be able to take the blaze canister. Nope, I should have fired another arrow, made him my burning, but nope. Good old ninja decides to try and take him on in combat, and it's like, I don't know about that. Not at this level, not on very hard. At least not with my skills. Yeah. Alright, it's time to talk about the cauldrons. Okay, so the first one you get in the area is this one, Sigma. Once you've cleared out the enemy at the gate, open the door and cruise on in. That's definitely where you want to start. Now, as you're cruising through these places, you've got these steam vents around the place, so you want to use them to your advantage wherever you can. They absolutely make a big difference in your stealth capabilities. As soon as you step out of that steam, if they're looking at you, yep, they'll come on over to you. Mr. Curiosity killed the cat. Let's go. Yep. So he gets close enough to me there, and well, I'm still in stealth for him. So boom, he's down. And the other one's facing the wrong way for him. Yep. Bang, you're dead. Just like that. So, you collect your shit, and then it's time to move on. Alright. Once you've moved all the way through, you basically come to the core of the cauldron, and well, first off, don't step in that glowing blue dome. Trap for young players, that one. Yeah. Okay, so yep, we cruise on down and we set the battlefield. You've got a couple of little watchers or something to take out. They don't like the fire wires very much, so you walk into that one and then we'll set up maybe a blast wire. Basically what we're going to do is prepare the battlefield down here for a shitty fight against the Belobek in the middle. Those fire wires absolutely chew those little watchers up, just so you know. So it doesn't take much to clear the air here, I suppose. And then I like to set up for the battle. I know, because it's not my first time, that shitty things are going to run through those triangular doors, and well, let's let them run into traps. Now, ground level traps work because watchers are going to come out in this one. Okay, so anytime you're firing across the ground level, they will trigger it. Just to show you here, when you put them up slightly higher like that, the watchers will go under them, just so you know. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to run around and set the battlefield up a little bit, because I'm expecting a shitty fight. And as you can see, I've got my tutorial up. I've switched quests from the Cauldron quest to my sling tutorial, because a fire Belobek is weak to frost bombs. It's weak to frost or freezing in general, so yeah, do with that as you will. Yep. Once again, blast wires for the win. Absolutely. Yep. Right. Once you've finished jagging about, climb the tower, override this thingy, And that's how you start the engagement. Don't say I didn't warn you. You should have prepared. Yeah. Alright. So, had I been a little smarter here, I probably would have frost bombed him before he even got out of that circle. As soon as that dropped, I should have bombed him with the frost bomb. Because when he's frozen, that wire does extra damage to him. Yeah. So yeah. Fire. It's an absolute shit. Remember, you've got a potion that you can take. Just remember that. Get a fire potion or a fire resist potion. Because they will mess up your day. Yeah. On very hard, these things are a bit more tanky. Keeping them frozen means keeping them slow and taking more impact damage. That thing I'm shooting there, his gullet, that's where he's doing most of his fire attack from. If you can get rid of that, then yeah, you get less of that shit happening. Boom, that's got him. Alright. Time to refreeze him, I think. Yep. And that is that quest done. Right, it was a good time. Now I can kick his ass and get this all sorted. Boom. Alright. As you can see, can be a little difficult on very hard. And they hit pretty damn hard for some of these even medium-sized creatures. Thunderjaws, fuck, they clean it up so quick, it's not funny. But yeah, I'm out of traps, so yep, they've already triggered all the traps. It's time for me to lay the ground with a bit more bomb stuff. So yep, bang, run straight into that one, you sucker. And gotta quickly make some more ammo, and we'll finish him off with the blast wires. Yeah, so that's about that for the cauldron. Take that guy out and you can go into that centerpiece and finish it out after you collected all your shit. Right, well that's about it for this video, I think. So yeah, that's our introduction so far to Horizon in the Zero Dawn part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you on the flip side. Right, see you now. Bye.
This will help me overwrite them.